Dan, you just missed the PSAC playoffs last season with a pretty youthful team. What are your expectations heading into 2017?
Well, it's been the last 2 seasons we've missed the playoffs by 1 game. So it is the kids understand it's a matter of just 1 game can keep you out. That every game is important. I've told them that from the beginning. Our kids have set a goal of winning 30 games. They've dedicated themselves to that. So I think the seniors they're a special group of kids. So it's a great. It's a lot of fun with them, teaching them how to win and getting them with that mindset. We've missed it the last couple of years, and it's been 1 game. So we're not going to let that come down to 1 game this year.
I'm really excited about this year. I think this is one of the better teams we've had since I was a freshman. As skill-wise and as a unit, I think I can speak for the rest of the 8 seniors behind me. We just want to bring this team to playoffs, and we're really excited about it.
I think as a team, I think along with myself and the 8 other seniors, like Mary said, we want to lead this team to the PSAC playoffs. I believe that this team that we have this year is very close-knit, and we believe in one another, along with Coach believing in us as well. And individually, I wouldn't say that I would be filled with success from this season unless this team makes its playoffs. So that's my #1 goal for this team and for this season. So.
You have 9 seniors on the roster. How important is it for them to step up and be leaders for the younger players?
I think that's one thing we've worked hard with the seniors on, understanding what their roles are. Those kids have played a lot of softball over the years. There was a group that came in as a freshman and actually played in the conference tournament as freshmen. So they understand they missed it by 1 game the last couple of years. I know with female athletes sometimes it's a little different during springtime because their lives have changed quite a bit, them seniors. They're going to be ready to go out in the world and start working, find a job after softball. So they understand that, but they've dedicated themselves that this is going to be a great year for them. And yeah, they have to pick it up. They have to be the ones that are in charge. They have to be the ones that show the younger kids how to win and how to put themselves in that situation.
Now, of course, the veteran leadership is important, but you also need some of the younger players to step up. Last year it was Olivia Jankowski, Dana Hay, Carly Naska making impacts as freshmen. Who do you think has the potential to make an immediate impact on the team?
I think that we have a great group of freshmen and sophomores. The freshmen right now, we have a really good third baseman, middle infielder in Victoria. She's going to be, I think, a very good player. Of course, you got to get the batting down with it. My daughter, Lauren, can hit the ball. I think, Shannon Gilbert from Buffalo was a catcher who's now an outfielder. She's another, good stick. So I think the freshmen are in pretty good shape. We got another kid at first base, Ashley Pearson. So they're pushing the upperclassmen. It's great to see, and they want to play just as bad as the upperclassmen want to play. So we do have some young kids, I think, that are ready to step up their game and learn from the seniors. And you still got, Carly, who's still young. She stepped forward last year. OJ, I expect the same thing out of both of them. Carly went through a little minor injury and just getting back into it now. OJ, I expect to be an outstanding player when it's all said and done. Dana can be a dominating player. So, in the sophomore class, I think it's very good. And, Amanda Metz has as far as pitching right now, as a sophomore, throwing extremely, extremely well. So we're excited about it.
Well, as a team, a big thing that we talked about this year, we really want to get to 30 wins. If you get 30 wins, that's puts you in a really good place to go to playoffs. So hopefully, we're going to Florida in 2 weeks, 17 days, I think. So hopefully that'll give us some momentum, and we'll get a lot of wins out there. And personally, on the mound, I just want to get I want to get my strikeouts for my team. I want to do what I have to do on the mound to set us in a good spot.
As a team, I want to accomplish 30 wins and have a very successful season. And then individually, I want to make all conference.
I think that we're very strong this year, and we have a good chance of having a winning season. And we have a lot of seniors, so there's a lot more experience on the team this year.
Give us a breakdown of your team, like infield, outfield, the pitchers. Who are some of the players to watch this year?
Well, I think Brooke Callaghan is one of the top players, top hitters in the region. Got a chance to be an All-American. She was an All-Region player last year. She hits the ball hard every single time, and they spent the extra time doing it this year, which is great to see. So Brooke's been one we're going to, hopefully those biorhythms are up and she's swinging the bat. When she's swinging the bat, watch out. Teresa Fleckenstein, our catcher, she's been there for 3 years, so she understands what I want in leadership-wise. She controls the pitchers. You got Heather Ty, who we had last year in the outfield. She's been moved to first base. I think she's got a great glove, and we should be in great shape with her. At shortstop, we got a couple of kids right now playing, and they'll battle, between Courtney Allen and Britt Allen, who also play other positions in the infield too. They're going to battle that out. We also got Z and Abby Salat, who also prove that they can play in certain situations. So shortstop will be, probably our biggest, hole to fill right now. Third base, Jessica has been there. This will be her second year starting there. Her fourth year being a starter. Heather Ty is the same way. She's been a 4-year starter. Mary Louise has been a 4-year starter. So we have a good group of kids, in the infield. And I think some of the younger kids are really pushing those kids, and they want to play. So.
Okay. Looking at the spring trip to start the season, you've got a pretty challenging schedule. 7 of your opponents have won at least 25 games last season and 2 out over 40 wins. How important is it for your team to get that experience of playing some of the top teams from other conferences?
Well, I think that we play in a heck of a conference anyways. And I think the more we can get ready by playing people that are nationally ranked and teams that are some of the better teams in the region, that helps us get ready for conference play. Our conference is so hard, and it's day in and day out. It makes it really tough. I want to play the best competition we can get. It's really not about winning and losing down there. It's about finding your team, finding your swing, and going from there and finding out who's going to come to the top. So I'll play the best schedule, and those teams want to play us because they know traditionally we're going to make plays on the bunts. We're going to make plays. You have to beat us, and so we get a lot of recommendations for people that want to play us. I don't care who we play, to be honest with you. I want to play a tough schedule. I want our non-conference schedule to be as tough as what we get into the conference.
And then lastly, March 14th, you're taking on Fairmont State in Florida. Your longtime assistant coach, John Light, is now down there in charge. Is there a friendly rivalry between the two of you coming into the game?
Me and John have been very close friends for a long time, from doing Legion together and then him finishing up his degree and coming here and helping me. So we talk at least 2-3 times a week, not so much personnel, not so much just in what's going on and going from there. I think he requested the game. He's going to have a younger team there. He knows our kids. He knows hitting wise. So our kids have worked on their weaknesses because John's going to come right after them. I think it'll be a great great rivalry to start between us. There's still the friendly. Like I said, we're still very good friends. But the kids know there'll be a little bit extra involved in that day. So, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
And you had mentioned about the spring break trip, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, but is there any incentive going to that game for bragging rights or anything
there's
like
a
that?
lot. There's a lot on both sides. I think as we get closer, we'll talk less and less, not to give anything away. But I think our kids got to look at it as not playing against Coach Light, but it's another game. It's a game that we got to go play just like everyone else. Now, there's a little more incentive in there, but don't get too hyped up, because you get too hyped up for that game, then we're going to be in trouble. You know, it'll be a fun game. I guarantee you, if he can score 100 runs against us, or we can score on it, that's what we're going to do. You know, so, but it's two good conferences, and John will do a great job down there. So